Mr. and Mrs. Gorey, you hired the defendant to do landscaping services for you, and you claimed that he did a shoddy job. You had to go out and hire another landscaper to rectify the situation, and that cost you $1,000. And so now you're suing the defendant for the $1,000 that you had to pay to correct his shoddy work. On the other hand, Mr. Ruiz, you deny doing shoddy work. You even say that you offered to fix what was wrong, but they became impatient and went out and hired somebody else before you could do that. And therefore, you claim that you don't owe them anything. Okay? Just quickly tell us, what was the arrangement with the defendant and how much had you agreed upon for the defendant's work?
Okay. My husband and I were looking for someone to remove some large trees on our property. So I found Marco on Facebook Marketplace and I contacted him by phone. He came out to give us an estimate, and then 2 days later he came to start the work. He was going to remove 2 of the large trees from the front yard. He was going to remove the roots from the area so that it would be smooth and nice so that he could lay down sod.
And how much was this going to cost you?
$2,550.
And did you pay him?
Yes, we did.
He finishes the job. What was wrong with the job?
Well, the first day, Marco came with his father, an older gentleman, and a worker. First, they told us it would be 2 days to do the work. So then the next day, he came back with his father and the worker. And then midday, Marco said, oh, my motorcycle was stolen. It was recovered. I have to leave and go and get my motorcycle. So Marco left the scene and left his father there to do the work. So then they came back the following day and they said, oh, we have tickets to see a Dodger game. I said, oh, how nice. I said, everybody? He said, yes, my whole family, we're all going. And, you know, they were excited. So what were we going to say? They were going to a Dodger game. So we said, okay, they left to go to the Dodger game. So then the next day, which we're going now into day 4, Marco came back with a worker and they got sod out of the truck. And he basically just laid the sod on top of the roots and on top of the soil.
And you have a photograph of that?
I sure do. Exhibit D. And as you can see in that photo, there's no preparation. The ground is not dug up. The ground is not level. There's no dirt.
So are you saying he laid the sod on top of the existing grass?
Yes,
Correct.
Your Honor, and on top of the roots.
When did you hire a new landscaper?
We hired a new tree company, and he came out on the 6th.
And what did he do? He picked up the roots?
He took the roots out of the yard and leveled it out.
Leveled it for you, and you were satisfied with the end result?
Yes, we were very satisfied.
And it cost you how much for that?
$650.
But you're asking for $1,000 back.
That's for the sod that we could not use. It died, and there's pictures of it.
Marco, how did you lay the sod?
Basically, I grind the roots the most I could all the way, and then I added dirt and I laid down the sod.
Do you have anything that you'd like to add to this? Come up, please.
So she contacted myself on the 6th, asking, and that's when I told her that Marcos will go to fix it and take a look at it. She's saying that she hired someone on the 6th, but that's the day she contacted me.
Well, what did you tell her?
He was on a job site. I thought he was going to go on the next day, but he didn't.
7th.
But then I text her. They call him to go fix a main line, and then...
Oh, so he couldn't go on the 7th?
He couldn't go on the 7th, but I let her know.
When did he go?
I believe it was the 13th.
When did you next see Marco?
Just to recap, he finished the job on the 2nd. And he told us that the ground was going to level itself out.
And this is...
Those are roots on top
of...
Those are roots that weren't removed.
That was taken before the sod was laid.